Hi Aquarius, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. I'm having a really good day so far, so hopefully you're getting some of that enthusiasm as well. Today is the 8/8 Lionsgate. It is also the new moon in Leo as I'm filming this, so hopefully you'll have an opportunity to see this today. If not, that's fine. We still have the energy of the Lionsgate until Thursday. So big portal of manifestation, big portal of bringing in the things that you need, big portal for setting those new intentions, obviously, big amplified with the new moon in Leo. And again, we still have a few days. So we are going to go in first with a supportive angel for you, okay? So look who shows up as a supporting factor for you, Aquarius. Your angel is Archangel Cambiel, and she's brought in Michael, Archangel Michael, to support you this particular week. And Michael's message for you is strength. You have what it takes this particular week to do what it is that you need to be able to do. And even if you feel like you're having a hard time, please call on Archangel Michael and Cambiel to work with you together to kind of clear up any confusion that you might be having. But he's definitely saying that you've got the strength of conviction this particular week to move forward with whatever it is that you are calling into yourself. So I'm just doing a couple of extra shuffles on this deck. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. As we started this portal for Lionsgate at the end of July, there are energies that are still in your midst that you are working through currently, okay? And so they wanted me to call those out. So I've got those ready for you. Let's go in with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun and see what kind of energies you might still be hanging on to. And then we'll lay all of our cards down. We do have the Astro deck. We have the White Sage Tarot for clarifiers. We have, of course, we're going to use the Sacred Geometry cards. We have an Angel card, and we also have a Magical Dimensions activator for you. Okay, so the first thing that we have here is Exaltation in the reverse position. So Taurus energy, Moon and Taurus energy kind of popped up for energy that you are still kind of carrying with you. So I feel like that definitely speaks to the fact that there might have been a lack of confidence in doing something that is still in your energy. You're working through it, okay? Moon and Taurus, Taurus energy, as you guys know, is all about being kind of like the steady Eddie of the grounded symbols. Very kind of laid back, not too much in your face, but very steady Eddie with decisions and things of that particular nature. They're going to have a couple of big placements that are coming up this week, and I will pull my notes out because I have notes for this week for you. We have generosity, which is Leo energy with where the placement is with Jupiter that is still there. Okay, so generosity is coming up some way, shape, fashion, or form for you from old energy, carrying it on to current. Cat, I swear if you jump on this table, it's going to be you and me. I love you so much, but get down. Dash, please get down. I'm not doing this again. Dude. Oh, sorry. Dashel. Sorry. Hang on just a second. So sorry, guys. So sorry. And let me try to put the pause button on here. I gotta reset this. Sorry about that. Sorry. Fur babies. Am I right? Okay. So, Leo in Saturn energy, talking about your generosity, okay? That could be you being generous to someone else or you receiving the generosity from someone else, okay? And let's see. 2 more cards. Okay, let's see. There it is. Where'd it go? Okay. The other one that we have is also Leo energy. Okay. This one's publicity, but it's presenting with Jupiter at this particular moment. So there's something to do with you doing something in the public. Okay. All right. Oh, it is that card. Thank you. But look at what we get. We have the sun in Aquarius. So this one is titled Idealism. Okay. That's what we've got. Love it. Okay. So apropos, thank you for that, universe. We'll put these down, and if they need to come back out later, they will. So let's jump into your Sacred Geometry deck. Okay. Aquarius, the 9th through the 15th. Oh, very interesting. Libra actually got the same card. So this is clarity, staying clear and focused on your particular goal. Okay? So that's what we have there. That's card 34, which reduces down to a 7. So for some of you, it's going to be very attributed to your spiritual journey. That's the easiest way for me to put it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and dig in and lay down the cards for each day of this particular week for you. Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands. Okay. If we're ready. Wow. So some of you guys for sure, I think, have a connection with Libra. If you don't have a placement of Libra in your chart, then maybe you're dealing with the Libra based on some of the cut cards that I've seen show up thusly. Okay, I'm going to give it one more just to take another quick sneak peek. But let's go ahead. So this is for all Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and anywhere else that you have it specifically very heavy in your particular natal chart. Okay, he jumped down. I thought he was going to try to jump back up on the table. He loves me, but I can't have him with me all the time. Monday's energy is the moon. So that is, it is Pisces information, but it is also Neptune information as well. And that's important because Neptune has a lot of placements that's going on. Okay. Wow. Well, I knew it was going to show up, but I didn't realize it was going to be that fast. Tuesday, we have the 6 of Wands energy in the upright. Okay, so these other cards actually stay with Tuesday's energy. So we have the 6 of Wands upright. We also have the Magician in reverse. And we have the Queen of Cups in the upright position. So there's multiple energies that's taking place on this particular day, and there's a conversation that's getting ready to happen here. So all of that takes place on Tuesday. Okay. Let's see what we have on Wednesday. Wednesday we have the energy of the Hermit hanging out in the reverse position. These placements are showing up in some good placements here for you. Whoops, that is no, they said keep it. The energy of the Fool shows up on Thursday. I thought maybe I fat fingered it. They said nope. Got a lot of major arcana this week, y'all. If it pops back out, then we'll know it was meant to be. That was the Chariot. I don't ever want to have to go into the deck. When I first picked up my deck, I told Spirit, I don't want to be choosing cards. I want the cards to be presented towards me, and they usually jump. Okay, well, okay, so we do have dual energy that shows up on Friday. We have the 5 of Swords, and we also have Capricorn that shows up with the Devil card that shows up on Friday. Okay, so now let's go into Saturday's energy, please. Oh, I get it. good. This is definitely your card on Saturday. This is the Seven of Pentacles energy. And then we got another dual card. Oh, wow. So we have the representation of Archangel Michael himself with the King of Swords presented with the Eight of Cups on Sunday. So this is going to be a juicy reading, I can tell. Bottom of the deck, what you have is the Ten of Pentacles. And this looks like it has something to do with a partnership that it is that you have been looking for in some way, shape, or form, bringing you to this Nine of Cups being completely satisfied. So some of you guys are going to find resources. Some of you, this is indicative of family. So we'll get there. We'll get there in just a second. So I'll put those over there and let's break this down. Now, I wrote down my notes for the astrology this week, the biggest pieces that are going to be impactful for everyone. This week, of course, we have Leo in Sun, all right? But we have a lot of transits with Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. So like I said, if you have any of those other ones somewhere within your chart somewhere, then you definitely want to jump over and take a look at those readings. We have all of the fire and earth elements done. Today we're finishing up the air. We'll see how it goes with water tonight in case you need to jump on Scorpio. However, so on Monday, the Leo moon transits, it transfers into the sign of Virgo. Okay. And Venus also steps in. All right. So there's a lot of throat chakra communication that's getting ready to come up, especially when it comes to commitment of things. Mars actually steps in and is bringing forth the energy of understanding with will and persistence to what it is that you're bringing. Now, what's interesting is that Pisces and Neptune, okay, I brought that up, on Monday, it presents itself on the day for you, is talking about dreamy information, but it's also a highly clairvoyant day. So for those of you that are tapped in, there's a lot of information that you're going to be receiving on Monday, okay? Tuesday, we have the moon transitioning into Virgo. Talked about that with a trine with Neptune now in Taurus. So that is important for some people. We also have Mercury in the sign of Leo. So it wants to go very, very fast. Mercury is the messenger. He wants to go very, very fast with information. And Leo is already in its position of being stationed with all the things that it wants to do within the sun. So the challenge is that there is an opposition to Aquarius in Jupiter, okay? So that's going to be important for some of you guys to take a look at, which is why we have all of this showing up here. Mercury is the sign of the magician, just so that you know. Everything's showing up exactly where it's supposed to. On Wednesday, we have a really awesome day. We have the moon in Virgo, okay, in conjunction with now Venus in Virgo. So that information, and here's Hermit, there's Virgo, right where he's supposed to be. So that's going to be a very interesting day, but it is going to be a very good day for people, okay? Now on Thursday, we have the moon transitioning into the sign of Libra, which is really, really awesome. We also have a trine with that whole Aquarius position, like I was saying, with Saturn. The moon in Libra also has a conjunction with Chiron and Aries, personal responsibility, okay? That's going to happen like towards the afternoon. And then we have the moon in Libra, which has another dance going on with Uranus, the Fool, okay, and Taurus. So that is talking about responsibilities, practical aspects also, but the new things that you're trying to bring in, Uranus, the Fool, right? Friday the 13th actually is a very, very awesome day. We have the moon entering into the sign of Scorpio by the evening time, okay? There's a lot more that goes on with that one. I have other big notes. Let me just pull this in for you specifically to see. Yeah, so Mercury, okay, is going to be jumping in with Virgo. It has that whole situation that goes on with Saturn and Aquarius. We've got the moon in Libra that has that trine now with Jupiter in Aquarius. So Saturn and Jupiter have a big play that's going on Friday the 13th for you. And then the moon finally enters into Scorpio, like I said, later on in the evening. So what I've got going on here is that the moon in Libra has got this square with Pluto in Capricorn. Bam! Okay, so the signs show up for me gorgeously. Thank you, universe. for you. So those are going to be some important days while you've got some extra messages there. And then Sunday the 15th is actually going to be a very good day. But I want to go ahead and jump in with all the clarifiers so that we can see what else is going on here. Saturday's energy, Scorpio energy, Neptune and Pisces with Leo Sun, but there's also that Saturn and Aquarius dance that's going on. So Saturn being that big expansive piece, that is the Seven of Pentacles, about what's being expanded for those seeds that you've already sown. And let me just double check that Sunday, because I really feel like that air energy is very apparent for you here. Well, we do have, yeah, well, you still have the transits of the moon in Scorpio. Now it's squaring Aquarius, where it's sitting with Jupiter at that particular moment. Okay, so that's subconscious information that's trying to come out. That makes a lot of sense about the Eight of Cups, 8th house energy with Scorpio, hopes, fears, dreams, that type of a situation. The moon does its dance and it transfers into the sign of Sagittarius. However, that's a sign of, that's temperance. That's kind of like the universe doing things behind the scenes, and it's trying to create that little bit of balance. And then Venus does definitely enter into Libra. So the two are merging. So that's a beautiful house. So what happens is this Neptune in Pisces information, coupled with the moon in the sun in Leo, and then the moon in Scorpio, is going to create this situation where things that need to have been considered like pop up. I don't want to call it final destination, because really it's going to be Thursday that shows up as far as coming to terms with situations. But basically the energies are going to kind of, whatever comes to the surface, words, women, whatever comes to the surface, there's this beautiful, gorgeous energy with Libra and Venus that is going to shine the light on it, wanting to be more balanced and set straight. Okay, so that's the astrology pieces of the details that we have going on. Hopefully that information was supportive for you, because everything literally is lining up for you on the day that it's supposed to be happening as far as the astrology is concerned. So I really am excited about that. So let's talk about the moon. So on Monday you have the moon, which is its natural day, Monday, moon day, right? Hello. You've got the energy of the moon that's showing up here. So we're talking about creativity, we're talking about femininity, we're talking about emotions, your subconscious. There's a lot of stuff that's getting ready to come up to the forefront. You also have potentially any secrets that are about there. So this can talk about creativity as far as your loyalty to it. Let's go ahead and pull a card down. Well, no, we're going to finish with the week. So that's kind of what shows up for you on Monday. On Tuesday, we have the energy of the Six of Wands, moving forward swiftly in the right direction and also being recognized for it. Now, however, what we have here is a little stop. We got Mercury coming in that's going to be doing that play, like I said, right? Now, Mercury, the Magician, is not a bad card, okay? But what it is saying, because it's trying to go so fast with that Sun in Leo, the Queen of Cups comes in to like kind of slow it down a little bit. She's saying, listen, you can do all these things. Like, this is Auntie coming in asking you to have a cup of tea with her. I've been through some stuff. Let me give you the benefit of the wisdom of my information, my knowledge. Let's sit there and have this conversation about what's getting ready to go on here. There may be someone that you need to pay attention to. It doesn't necessarily have to be another individual, but there may be a situation that pops up where you need that counsel for someone. The Queen of Cups doesn't necessarily get the love that she receives when it comes to how intuitive she is. So I just want to make sure that I pull that out there. So something's going to be revealed, or there'll be some information that will come to the light where you're going to need some support. Therefore, when Virgo does its big, gorgeous dances, when the Hermit kind of comes in here, we are talking about not resisting, okay, not resisting the information that is available to you. So that's the best way that I can put it when it comes into the reverse position. The other way is that you're being kind of a loner. Both the Hermit and the Hierophant, when they're in the reverse position, kind of mean that you kind of would rather do something on your own. Auntie's really trying to get your attention though on that Tuesday. But the Hermit is indicating, you know, you're being the light, going within. And if you feel like you've got all the information on that day, then I say go for it, right? If you took all of her advice to heart, if you were able to do some deep meditating first thing in the morning and getting some answers, especially if you're calling in Archangel Michael to help you with any clarity that's necessary, then you will be feeling pretty decent. because on Thursday you get this Fool energy that shows up, right? So when the Fool energy shows up, we're talking about stepping outside of your comfort zone. We're talking about having faith. We're talking about blind faith. We're talking about stepping forward and stepping out and in, trying to do something new, not taking any old BS. He can only carry so much little stuff in his little bag of tricks right here, right? He only is taking what he needs. He's leaving everything else behind, but he's getting ready to set out on a new journey. Now, when we get to Friday the 13th, now it is a lucky day, okay? The universe is saying, and they're giving you this heads up information. If there has been someone, and again, the magician doesn't have to represent a specific person as much as it can just be the energy of the influence of the universe on that particular day. Having had said that, if there is someone that is in your energy that Auntie is trying to communicate with you, if this Queen of Cups is trying to give you some heads up about this situation, or the energy of the situation is that when you've got the Five of Swords, there you have the capacity to win the battle. You have it within you. Michael's even telling you that you can win the battle. If you're dealing with the Capricorn, that could be a situation too. But the reality of the situation is, you can win the battle, but at what cost? How much investment of yourself or other resources you about ready to put into a situation if you have to be in a defensive position? Those individuals that are here with the Devil, they are loosely bound. They're not tightly bound, they're loosely bound. So again, how much energy are you going to devote to this whole situation? What I'm getting out of this is that you're going to be relieving yourself. I kind of feel like the Devil card should have come in the reverse position, because I feel that you're relieving yourself out of this. But what they are saying, if you're not dealing with the Capricorn on this particular day, is that you have the capacity to remove yourself from a situation that which could be a little bit challenging for you on this day, okay? Therefore, when we get to Saturday, you've sat down and you've contemplated about it. This is really, what am I doing? What else do I need to do? How else do I need to consider these seeds that have been planted, and what else do I personally need to do in order to make that happen? And then on Friday, you've got, again, this King of Swords, Archangel Michael, extreme clarity. The King comes in and he wants to be truthful. He's going to bring resources. He's going to bring people situation. There's this new knowledge that comes through with the King of Swords, just being extremely clear about whatever the detail is. And the clarity that's coming has to do with moving forward, for sure, for sure, for sure. So if there was any resistance before about taking on this Fool energy here, okay, this blind faith, then the Eight of Cups is like, no, but you finished everything that you were supposed to do, and now it's time for you to take this new direction. It's also like the energy of like graduating from something. Like you literally finished what it is that you're supposed to do. Therefore, now you can move forward and you can do this next best thing. And this next best thing may or may not have something to do with your legacy. It may have something to do with your family. There's potential that if you have children, that you are going to be in a position to do something better and greater for your children, okay? But I definitely feel that this union that is here, whether it's you and your higher self coming through with this Two of Cups energy, there is a merger of a blend of something that's wonderful that you are bringing in with someone else as well. So there's definitely this dual energy that I feel here. At the end of the day, this is what this is all about. You taking the practical steps and continuing to have faith in yourself and doing the work. So staying clear and focused on whatever it is that you tried to call into yourself from before. It's still in your energy and you're working through it. Okay. Now we're going to go and get nosy with the clarifiers, okay? Let's get real specific for our Aquarius about what's going on with this moon as much as we possibly can, universe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Prior energy was lack of there was a lack of hesitancy of organization. This is the major arcana for Aries that is here, so I got to put that out there for the signs that we have. But this is self-will, and when the Aries is in the reverse position, when the Emperor's in the reverse position, this is lack of self-will, lack of motivation for something, okay? Where you'll be with the current energy with the moon is in this Three of Cups. So there is a union, there's a party, there's an expansion that's coming for you at this particular moment. Whoops, that's a few. No, they said keep them. Alrighty then. You get the Queen of Swords. Also wanting to get down to the brass tacks of the particular situation, cutting out any BS that needs to get cut out. Now, in this case, I am going to say that she's using judgment. She's using judgment against, using her better judgment at this particular moment. But also, the Judgment card is about rebirth, renewal, refreshment in some way, shape, fashion, or form. So Judgment comes in order to say, there's another opportunity. You started dabbling with it over here. It wasn't ready to come through maybe the way that you wanted it to show up, but now we're ready to present it to you. Are you ready now? Have you gotten to your I was going to say alignment, but what I mean discernment about this particular situation, because now we would like to bring this forward for you. So good on you for that one. Okay, now let's hit this trifecta of content that's down here for this Tuesday's energy. Again, you do start with the Six of Wands, coming out of a challenging situation and coming out smelling like a rose. The energy, again, with Mercury kind of showing up here, is just that if there is anything that's a little bit sketch, the Queen of Cups wants to come in here and share with you the expansiveness of what it is that you can have, okay, and imparting some additional knowledge. So let's see what we have here. It's also possible that you're dealing with the water sign. I have to make sure that I put that out there, all right? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, moving towards this new financial opportunity or this new resource that's been dispatched, so that's fantastic. Okay. La 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 la. Look at who shows up in their sign. You are right on track. You're exactly where you are supposed to be. Okay. There's the Star card. You are right on track for where it is that you're supposed to be. This is supposed to happen. Whatever this accolade is that you're receiving is yours. It's supposed to be there. Okay. And it brings with it some stability as far as finances are concerned, but also there's a little bit of protection that's going on here, just a little teeny tiny bit, but the Four of Pentacles is good because it does talk about solid foundation. The only thing that I have to tell people when I see the Four of Pentacles when it comes to a situation like that is just make sure that you're not being like this and being overly stingy. Know where you're putting your resources so that you can feel confident with what it is that you need to do next. So this is turning out really, really wonderful so far. Okay. Now, when we get to Wednesday's energy with all this Virgo energy that's taking place on this day, what else do we have to bring out for our Aquarius based on this Hermit, this Virgo on its day? Well, you can't make this shit up. You will have released yourself from any challenges. You're done. You delivered your package. You're ready to move on to the next thing. Here's the Devil card again. Here's Capricorn showing up here. Okay. Now, the best thing about the Devil Capricorn energy is will and persistence. Okay. It's not always negative. It's not always negative. The Magician comes in. Mercury is here again saying, hey, you definitely have all the tools and skills that it is that you need at this particular moment because you went in and you did the work like I asked you to. So that's the Hermit. Okay. So there's another way to read that one for you. Now let's jump over into what Uranus is getting ready to do for you. What's up with this Fool energy? You are done resting. You are done resting with whatever detail you received from going in with the Queen and the Hermit. Okay, you are ready to now take this information that you learned and you're ready to do something with it. Nine of Wands energy shows up here. This is a very spiritual card. It's the universe saying we put you through all these different types of situations and now we're asking you to have faith, and that's where you're at. You're going to yield this this next wand that is here to take this next step. Okay. And we have Scorpio that comes in. We have Scorpio that's talking about transition and change. Death to the old, the beginning of the new. You can't make this up. This is so gorgeous, you guys. I seriously, like, you can't make this stuff up. You're beginning because the old shit is dead and gone. And I don't mean it in a negative way, but I mean you did what you were supposed to do. Therefore, Friday the 13th, the Fool, excuse me, the Devil with this Five of Swords energy. The other thing is doing what you have to do. It's doing what you have to do. And if you need to do something in a public way to make it happen, again, just How much effort are you going to put into this support for yourself? That's the only thing I have to say about it, because you definitely are going to win the battle. Okay, so what we have here, yeah, whatever you're doing, you're finishing off a situation all the way to the nth degree. I do feel that there's some publicity that's involved in this. So again, if you have to do this, I don't know how that works for you, but there's some publicity that's involved with this, which is why, again, I just use the caution. How much are you going to put into it? Don't extend all of your resources. Don't extend all of your energetic resources, I guess is what I'm saying. That's just a practical. So we have the energy of the Hierophant, and then we have the energy of the King of Wands here. So the Hierophant is saying, yeah, there's more information, there's more learning, there's additional detail that has either been granted to you or that you're going to be able to share with somebody else at this particular moment. So this Taurian energy that comes in here, right, those values, that higher knowledge, what I do feel for some of you are getting ready to tell someone off, and you're getting ready to take a new opportunity. It could be a new job with this King of Wands coming through. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but you are getting ready to use the information and the key that has been given to you, all right, in order to unlock this new situation with this King of Wands. It could be another partner that wants to come in and support you. The King of Wands wants to come in extremely swiftly. He's committed to whatever the plan is. He's like, let's go. He brings a lot of fire and he brings a lot of passion to the situation. Okay. Sometimes can be a little flighty. Just got to put that out there. But he brings a lot of passion to the situation. So therefore, when we get to the Seven of Pentacles moment on Saturday, this evaluation, this kind of pulling it back a little bit. Okay, where am I at? Where are my things? What else do I possibly need to do in order to do this next thing? And it's a good card. Sevens are spiritual energy for sure. Sevens and nines for sure. What else do you need to do? You've planted a lot of seeds, and you've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of work. We got the Hangman energy, so that indicates going in a little bit and receiving more information. That's also another big spiritual card. That is definitely Neptune, okay, having its play, having its dance for you on that particular day. Yielding to something, going within, also having some patience. So patience, sitting on patience, I guess, if you will. Temperance would have been the other card that would have told me that story, but there we go. Definitely you were bored and discontent with something else potentially, or there's an offer that's coming through. There's a job offer. There's definitely something that is coming for you. Some sort of a proposal is coming through. Whether you decide to take it or not looks like maybe what you're contemplating here. Take a look at it. Go in, ask for support, for clarity, for what it is that you want to be able to move forward. But that's the energy that I feel is getting ready to hit you this particular week. The Two of Wands in the reverse position indicates that you may not be deciding to take that particular offer per se. All right, I'm going to grab one more on that one. Or you're not quite ready to make a decision. Oh. Well, if it wants to come back out, let's fly past it. Why is the Two of Wands here? Let me just I'm being nosy now. Okay. Yeah, you're not quite sure with this Knight of Pentacles situation. Now, the Knight of Pentacles usually comes in to talk about, well, you obviously know that that's earth and energy. Very slow, meticulous, but always makes it to the end point. Right? Always delivers his package. Cosmic Amazon, best messenger that they have is the Knight of Pentacles in that situation. So it could be a Taurus, okay, that you're dealing with, or Virgo, or a Capricorn. All right? As far as the signage is concerned here. Let's move on to Sunday's energy, this King of Swords with the Eight of Cups. You're ready to move forward. The universe is saying, this is ultimate clarity on the situation, all right? You got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords here in the upright position. Okay, awesome. You have decided with this Eight of Swords in the reverse position to release yourself from whatever you thought was holding you back. I'm done. I am no longer stuck. Nothing is holding me to anything. It's freedom. It's freedom. Wanting to be free. Yup. There's the moon card. So subconsciously, I feel that whatever happens for you on this particular Monday, it's going to be a working week as far as emotions for you, that's for sure. But the moon card is going to be revealing the last piece of information. Now, she did not show up in the reverse position, but I'm totally fine with that. Subconscious dreaming, things that you want to bring forth into creation, that type of energy is what we have here between the with that whole Neptunian energy as well. Okay. All right. Well, is it all of them? Okay. Yep, it's all of them. La 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 la. So the clarity that you want to be able to seek has to do with this Wheel of Fortune moment coming in for you. That is Jupiter. Okay. There may be a lack of, I don't know if you can see this. These ones are so light in color. Page of Swords in the reverse position. Maybe not receiving all of the information that you need at this particular moment. I see what's going on here with these. So these are going to sit over here and kind of bridge the gap. Thank you. So we have the Seven of Wands energy that is you making a stake, claiming your stake in the ground, putting a stake in the ground and saying, this is what I really want to do. And now the King of Cups is sitting here, totally emotionally stable. Like, yeah, let's do this. There's not a whole lot of additional emotion. Can't let anybody like take your thunder, so to speak, I guess is the way that I want to be able to put it. Therefore, this moon energy that pops up here is being blessed by Venus. Okay, I talked about Libra showing up. So Libra's that could be very important for you. That's the Empress. That is the creator energy. At the end of the day, this is the creator energy that shows up here. So Venus is stepping in exactly where she's supposed to on that day. The only thing that looks like is being challenged is a release of something that was holding you back as far as being codependent. We want the Nine of Pentacles to be in the upright, so that indicates that you're being completely sovereign to yourself and that you are being independent. So if it's in the reverse position, there's a potential that you're feeling like they're codependent, but it's like you're trying to create the situation where you could release that. Now the Queen of Pentacles shows up here, okay, being completely stable and in the creator energy, all right? And look at who we have. We have the Ace of Swords showing up here. Yes, ultimately this is a very clear decision for you. And you're going to receive everything that it is that you're looking for on this Sunday. Is going to be like a madhouse of like superbness. The bottom of the deck that we have here is the Five of Wands energy. So releasing yourself potentially from any conflict that's going on again, and releasing yourself from any feelings of obstacles and challenges that you have to get through. There is a strong partnership that is coming. We've got a Three of Pentacles here that shows up, this apprenticeship energy that I was talking about. Therefore, again, at the end of the day, you are getting ready to, I don't know, take a new job with someone, or go into some sort of a partnership with someone, or you are going to be very, very tight within your spiritual union. The other thing that I'm being told to tell you is that you have a lot of ancestors that are going to be supporting you with whatever this transition is. Okay, so be completely clear, because that can be another reason that the Ten of Pentacles comes out here. This legacy information can also go backwards, not just the Six of Cups. But whatever this union is, even if it's the union with you and your higher self, you are definitely going to get what you want. This is being completely satisfied with the decisions, the choices, and everything else it is that you made. Any obstacles and challenges are going to be cleared out, and there is this opportunity for this new, very, very strong foundation if you are going in with a partnership with someone else, okay? That was a lot. Thank you, universe, for sharing all this, a lot of content for me on this particular day. The universe is definitely lining up for our Aquarius on this day. Now let's go in with practical information that the angels would like for you to know, okay? Okay, Absolutely divine. Mother, Father, God. So the Empress, Emperor energy that is here, the universe has got your back. Anything else that you need to call into yourself, please do that. But you are going to be completely supported on this particular week. Love it. So many good readings this week. So many. Love that. Okay, so let's go in with the Magical Dimensions deck, and then we will finish it off with the content from the, oh, there it is, the Sacred Geometry, although I can already tell you what it is, because like I said, Libra also got the same card. Okay, so let's see. All right, let's see. You have two cards. So the first card that we have here is Exploration. That's the energy of the Fool. Right here, that's the energy of the Fool showing up here. Exploration, boldness, going into the unknown, having limitless opportunities for yourself. There you go. There's your activation for that one, Exploration. Okay. And then the second card that you have here is Attachment. Now it is talking about a 2 energy, so this is Master Creator energy. So this is being defensive about something. It is talking about making sure that you are watching, well, you'll see the card in just a minute, but accumulation, okay? It can also have something to do with defensiveness, if it was money bound, but also scarcity. So this activator will help you clear anything that was going on with attachment to something that was not in your best and highest good, especially if it had something to do with resources, and clearing up any scarcity if you had this challenge with not moving forward in the past because you were afraid that you weren't going to receive the financial support that you would have needed moving forward in your world. Okay, fabulous reading, you guys, fabulous. Okay, Clarity, card 34. Staying clear and focused. What you want wants you, okay? And you're going to get it. Stay clear and focused. The clouds of confusion clear. The star lights my way. The star lights my way. The clouds of confusion clear. The star lights my way. The clouds of confusion clear. The star lights my way. If you're feeling overwhelmed or foggy, make sure that you call in your resources. Hello, you got the Master of Clarity right here. That's Archangel Michael. Please call on him to help support you this particular week, okay? If you need it. You need to be able to take time out. You do need to be able to reflect. That's that 7 of Pentacles energy that was going on here. And just spend 5-10 minutes a day trying to be clear within meditation if you can. These are the crystal support options that they list. Sodalite, apophyllite, Herkimer diamond, and selenite if you have it, okay? So, Aquarius, this was a really good reading. I'm very happy to have been able to sit here and deliver this delicious content towards you. Hopefully you were able to resonate with the majority of what it is that I was able to describe today. And if that's the case, I would really appreciate it if you would like, comment, share this content out with someone else that you think would be a beneficial recipient to the way that I deliver content. However, if you didn't get everything and you're very curious about any of those other signs, like I mentioned, please go back and take a look at those, especially if they happen to be your sun, moon, rising, your north node, but anywhere else that they're very heavy in your chart. That's basically what I have for you this week. It's going to be awesome. So many blessings, and we will talk to you next week. Bye for now.